Hey everybody, Jay Superawesome here. I'd like to welcome you all to episode number 34 of my slasher movie archives. In this video, I will be giving my review for The Last Thanksgiving, released in 2020. After this year, there can't be another.
I'm a bitch. Fuck that. Who needs Thanksgiving anyways?
Okay, so getting into the plot for this one. Meet the Brimstones. They're a normal American family. They have normal jobs, live normal lives, except every November they hunt down anybody who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving. When Derry's restaurant stays open for the holiday, the Brimstones begin to terrorize the staff and patrons. Who will survive and what will be left for dinner?
Who made the deviled eggs?
I did.
They taste iffy.
You evil.
Honey.
Okay, so getting into my thoughts for this one. I've always been a big fan of slasher movies that are centered around calendar events, holidays. Being a person who personally celebrates these events, I just feel like there's so much that you can take away from these movies, or there's so much that you can relate to, especially if you celebrate these holidays. I especially find the topic of Thanksgiving to be very interesting, mainly because it's sandwiched in between Halloween and Christmas. There's a lot of Halloween-style slasher movies out there, and there's getting to be more and more Christmas-themed slasher movies, but Thanksgiving seems to be overlooked. There's definitely a scarce amount of Thanksgiving slasher movies, that's for sure. This movie actually points that out. The movie's director, Erick, Lorinc, has a short cameo in this movie. He plays as a horror TV host named Ranger Quigley. He is hosting the Thanksgiving Spookapalooza, and he announces that he couldn't find a Thanksgiving Day horror movie, so he's playing Friday the 13th again. I thought that was pretty cool. I had an absolute blast with this movie. It's so much fun. The humor in this movie really connects with me, and I don't really know what more I could really ask for in terms of a Thanksgiving Day slasher movie from a story standpoint. At its core, this movie is about a family of cannibalistic modern-day pilgrims who murder people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Who will survive and what will be left for dinner? Well, you are what's left for dinner if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving. Later on in the movie, we get a historical flashback of this cannibalistic family's history. I thought that was a really nice touch. And as a bonus to that, if you want to even deeper dive into this family's twisted history, you can check out the special features for a bonus short film, Thanksgiving Day 1978. I believe that's what it was called. But overall, I really do like the backstory for these modern day pilgrims. I mean, at the end of the day, isn't that a lot of what Thanksgiving is about? Family, spending time together, and being thankful for one another, and celebrating the family tradition together? Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the characters we have in The Last Thanksgiving. Now, I just mentioned at its core that this is a movie about a cannibalistic pilgrim family, and I feel like that's true. But we do follow Lisa Marie. She is essentially the main character, and we follow her from the moment that she wakes up on Thanksgiving Day. We see exactly how she gets put in this horrible situation with this cannibalistic Thanksgiving-obsessed family. Lisa Marie is simply the victim of circumstance and has been scheduled to work on Thanksgiving Day, just like a lot of other people who get scheduled and have to work on the holidays. It's completely out of her control, of course, unless she quits. She wanted to celebrate Thanksgiving, but she has to work. Her co-workers find themselves in the exact same situation. Nobody who works at Derry's restaurant wants to be there on Thanksgiving Day. The workday is going extremely slow, and there hasn't been any paying customers. So the owner has decided to have his work staff go home after cleaning up. Of course, if no paying customers come in. And wouldn't you know it, no sooner than he announces that, no sooner than when the words leave his mouth, the first paying customer of the day walks in the form of Paulette, Linnea Quigley's character. She orders a sandwich and then decides after it's done that she doesn't eat meat and then places an order for a salad. So she's being a little difficult, but hey, it's Linnea. They need to get her order right. Overall, I just thought this movie had a great group of characters, especially the Derry's restaurant work crew. These characters are well fleshed out, well written, and given a lot of time to develop. The entire restaurant crew is just booming with personality, in my opinion. I really enjoyed the acting performances for these characters. It's a low-budget slasher movie with some crude humor, so just know what you're getting into with this one. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the most important part of a slasher movie, that is the killer and the kills. What we have here is a family of modern-day cannibalistic pilgrims. This family continues to endure and survive the test of time, keeping their Thanksgiving Day family traditions alive throughout the generations. They choose victims who are not celebrating Thanksgiving. It doesn't matter the circumstance, if you're not celebrating, then you look like food to them. Each family member seems to have their own purpose or job. Tripp is the one that really stands out to me the most. He is a tall, silent killer dressed in a pilgrim costume. It's the perfect look for a Thanksgiving-themed slasher villain. The movie does offer some backstory for this murderous family, and I really did enjoy the twist at the end of the movie. And as far as the kills go, this movie really delivers. It has a pretty large body count with a wide variety of kills, most of them being with kitchen utensils, as you would probably expect. This movie has one of the most brutal stabbings with a kitchen knife that I have ever seen, and for me, that's really saying a lot. We have some kills with a meat cleaver. Let's just say one of those is skull splitting. We have a kill that involves a dishwasher, and we also get a kill with a beater from a mixer, just to name a few. I especially thought the vat of gravy was a nice touch. Who knows what that stuff actually was, but it can melt the flesh away from the bone. That was very cool. Overall, I really enjoyed this movie. I really liked the movie score, and I just really liked the atmosphere with all the Thanksgiving decorations. It really felt like Thanksgiving. This movie opens up by putting a turkey right in your face. IMDb give The Last Thanksgiving a 4.2. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. Remember, evil never dies. It just rests a while. It watches, it waits. Please like, subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you have seen The Last Thanksgiving, or just let me know what you think about my review. And as always, I would like to thank you all for watching.